What's happening, everybody? What's happening, Reggie? What's happening, Morgs? What's happening, Jan? Mrs. Blaze, Wims, Aaron, Shishi, Jane72, Dirty Mac, Shane, Randy, Alyssa. What's happening, everybody? Ellis, Mike Silver. Make sure to leave me a like and give us a share if you can. I'll be right with you in just a couple of minutes. What is happening, everybody? What is happening? How has everybody been? Hope you're all doing really, really well. Good to see a lot of familiar faces returning. It's nice to see. Kit Kats, what's happening? Leanne, Reggie. Hope you're all doing well. I am freaking shattered today. And I'm lit from underneath here. That doesn't help the situation. And apologies for last night's technical issues. I know that some of you who are watching it back were a little bit frustrated, and I can only apologize for that. Now, before we get started this evening, a couple of things I'd like to just mention. First of all, we've been talking about this all week, and we will continue to do so because why not? ProjectRook.com. You can see it right here. It's a beautiful thing. This is my new website. All the information about content, series, all my documentaries are slowly making their way back there. Phil Chalmers content, Hope Dies Here, Surviving Life, all that kind of stuff. Even some of the Darkest Net with our boy Sean. So please don't go and check that out. If anything ever happens to the channels, that's where you go. That's what you want to keep in the back of your mind. ProjectRook.com. Now, another thing I'd like to share with you guys is I've been doing a lot of work with our good pal, Sean Atwood. And I don't know if any of you seen his live show a couple of nights ago with Michael Thompson. There's some fascinating individuals on Sean's channel. And you may not agree with how they've lived their lives. You may not agree with their views on the world. But my God, do these people have stories to tell. And Michael Thompson's one of them. And there was a Q&A with Michael Thompson, who spent, Reggie, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think it was 30 or 40 years in the California prison system in the 60s and 70s, during a time where prisoners were pitted to the death against each other by the prison guards. Happy Christmas, everyone. It's Bailey's time. So I'm going to play you a clip, and this blew my mind. Now, you've got to understand, when Michael Thompson was in prison, next door to him, his cellmate was Manson, Charles Manson. And we're about to hear some revelations about Charles Manson. And first of all, I completely agree with Michael's points on the media created Manson. And nobody in the California prison system seen Manson like any of us have. Fans of serial killers, whatever. So I'm just gonna, how many mods? I know, listen, it's better to have too many than not enough. So I'm just gonna put this on, and I want you guys to watch this clip. It's 5 minutes long, and I think some of you are gonna have your mind blown.
So Ron Swanson has asked whether Charles Manson was a pedophile.
Yes. Short answer, yes. And I have the experience of having partially witnessed that, and took action to stop it, and did. And indeed, I took action to stop his visits for that reason. But yeah, no question about it.
Is that did he have minors visiting? Was that
he had females visiting him who brought their children in for that reason. And so, you know, for me, the only thing to do in a situation like that is to put a stop to it.
We've got another question that ties into this from MYT. Hey, Mike, just wanted to ask you to tell us more stories about Manson. Some of the things that were said and done. You served 10 years with Charlie. Has to be some stuff going on when Manson is around. He was a one-of-a-kind character.
Okay, I'm not going to play any more of this. You guys can go and check this out on Sean's channel. The story goes that Michael Thompson witnessed Charlie abusing a child on one of the visits, during the prison visits, intervened and made sure that this could never happen again. And the realities of what was going on with, it wasn't James Charles, it was Jeffree Star. And another example is that Welsh singer from that band that got jailed. He was Ian something. Anyway, where this level of fame, where this attraction to the spotlight, if you will make people give up their children. Ian Watkins, thank you. It's sickening. And, you know, there's evidence of it going back to the Manson days where women were infatuated with this man and were going as far as trafficking their own children to Manson to abuse. And that's a first-hand eyewitness report. You can't go, you can't, you know, argue with that. Yeah, Kelsey, it's nuts. Okay, so please go and check out Sean's channel. I'm going to pop a link in the side chat for you guys, and go and check out Shawnee Boy's channel if you already have, if you haven't already. I mean, you know, I'm sure you all already have. Now, I'm going to get started in just a minute. Now, there's something that we're going to try this evening. I'm just going to put the smoke screen up whilst I explain this. There's a new feature inside one of the bits of software that I use. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. We're not doing this again, guys. We're not doing this again. Like, I'm just saying. We're going to try something new tonight. I've always wanted to have an old school radio show, okay? And we're going to test this tonight, where you guys can come on and talk about your opinions on this entire series, your opinions on the topics, conspiracies regarding Balenciaga, whatever you want. But you have to keep it on topic, okay? We're not, you know, going to be catching up and, you know, sharing stories or anything like that. We might have a little minute chit chat beforehand, but it's about the series. And if it works, what I would like to do is once a week, and I think it's probably going to be on a Sunday. I would really like to start doing possibly a Sunday. Okay, it might be a Saturday, We just need to see. Maybe during the... I don't know yet. But I would really like to do an old school radio call-in show style format where you don't really have to watch. It's just about putting it on in the background and listening. Some music, some memes, some reaction, some people calling in and all that. Happy 60th, Ron. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Yep. Listen, no, we're not. No, we're not doing this again. Okay. It's not my birthday. Okay. Jeebus. Fucking scallywags. Okay. So one more minute, guys. Well, thank you. Thank you, Shade. Thank you very much. I will say, if anybody does want to donate or do anything like that, if you go to survivinglife.tv, you'll be able to donate, and your message will appear on the during the stream, and YouTube don't get their hands on 30% of your money. So yeah, okay, all right. I think that's a good point to just be jumping into this now. I do apologize. It's fucking roasting in this house. Like, the UK is going through like a price energy crisis, and I'm telling you now, my house just holds the heat. So I hate how I'm underlit here. Oh no, wait, that's just actual bags under my eyes. Fantastic. All right. So continuing on from yesterday, we're going to be talking tonight about, we're going to have a little reminder of what this series has been about. And this has all been about Balenciaga, but other than that, it's about the location of the company that owns Balenciaga, France, and their lacklustered efforts towards keeping children safe, ages of consent, incest laws. We went over it all. The elites and the scandals they've had in the very foundation where they're trained up to be the elites that they are going to be replacing. And people in power. We've also looked at doctors. We've looked at lawyers who've been involved in massive paedophile cases, all positions of power. Now we're going to look at the final, egg in the basket, which is the religion, the Catholic Church. But before we delve into that, there is a very long, very detailed, and very interesting article. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link to this article on my website just because of the name of the website. They're very much against child trafficking, torture, murder by the elite, all this stuff. But I don't know if YouTube are going to be like, So it's going to be on the website. But it delves into the points of how all of this has come about. The way that France has let down its people, its children, and how this has gone on for decades. And we're going to get started on this now. And we're going to go back as far as the 50s. The French Catholic Church inquiry finds 216,000 paedophilia cases since 1950. Let's just do some maths. Okay, so 216,000, okay, divided by, let's just say 70. Okay, 70. So that is now the years. So if we divide that by 365, that's 8.5 cases a day. 8.5 cases a day for 70 years. And that's not individual children. That's not one child being abused 8 times. That's 8 new cases. 8.45, 8 new cases a day for 70 years. This is just in one location. This isn't across a nation. This is one location. Okay? A statistic comes out like that about Walmart, or Asda, as we call them. Asda doesn't exist the next day. And that is just reported cases too. Thank you, yes. Now, this is from last year, okay? So this is all recent, okay? An investigation into sexual abuse in the French Catholic Church has found that an estimated 260,000 children were victims of abuse of the clergy since 1950. Jean-Marc Suave, head of the commission that compiled the report, said on Tuesday. Now, we're going to just maybe see what happens when we play this. Hang on a minute. No. Okay.
40 years.
All right. So let's just watch this little report. And if it's subtitled, you just need to read along, people.
It's a secret that she kept for nearly 40 years.
J'avais 16 ans quand je suis arrivée pour la première fois dans ce monastère.
Thérèse was raped by a monk while she spent her holidays in an abbey when she was just a teenager.
I
stayed in a small room, and from my first contact with the monk, he would close the door. His hands would start to wander.
Thérèse says the monk was fully aware of his actions.
He would say that he had been pardoned, that he had been forgiven, so therefore he was not doing anything wrong. He would mix that with prayer and say things that, looking back, were pseudo-spiritual.
Okay, so he says he's exempt. Okay, this mindset that they are above the common man because they are in servitude of God, and their interpretation of God's will is what creates the mindset. It's fascinating. The more we delve into this, the more there is this slack area that this exists. It's absolutely insane. Let's continue.
He was not well, but he made me think that it was my fault because I was special.
Thérèse has been haunted by the abuse. She only told her mother about it when she turned 40.
My mother's reaction was, I suspected it. You must have suffered. I thought, finally, I can be free. But the next day, she changed her tune. She said that my brothers had said it was all an act. It was at that point that I lost contact with my mother. She didn't want to see me, and I didn't see her for 10 years until she died.
After decades of silence, Thérèse testified in front of an independent commission investigating sexual abuse in the Catholic Church.
They believed me, and I thought, this is incredible. It's a pity this didn't happen earlier. I could finally live without feeling like I was carrying a suitcase filled with rocks around with me.
At 54 years old, Thérèse is now free from the weight of her secret. It's a secret kept for nearly 40.
There we go. So somebody just said in the side chat there, they've just lowered the age of consent. Now, easy, we actually covered this over the first couple of nights, and it was very vague before that law was put in, easy, where basically if a 13-year-old or a 12-year-old or an 11-year-old was to consent to an adult and there was no forcing or anything like that, then that was okay. Up until a case where 20 firemen abused in groups over 2 years a 13-year-old girl, and it was up to her to prove that she didn't consent, and none of them got charged with rape. And that was when the legislation changed that if anybody over the age of, I think it was at 18, or any adult was to engage in sex with somebody under 15, it's statutory rape charge. But there is also still the Romeo and Juliet law, where if two teenagers, two 14-year-olds having sex with each other is still fine. And for me, there is the underlying issue of those who may wish to monetize those actions, shall we say. And yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, let's continue. So again, same report. Thousands of pedophiles active in French Catholic Church since 1950. This is just one location. Some 3,000 pedophiles operate inside the French Catholic Church since 1950. Head of the, it would be interesting to see how many staff, right? Like, for example, if it's all a certain level, like let's say there's 10 levels of promotion in the Catholic Church, and all of the abuse was the top 3 levels, and we take away all the other staff, and then we divide that by, then we do the maths off 3,000 over 50 years. How many of those staff members, like what would the percentage be? Would it be 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 6? Or do you see what I'm saying? Oh, Jay Heath, what's happening, brother? I don't know if you're here, but I'm being told to say hello to you. I hope you're doing well, my man. Much love. Merry Christmas. It's crazy, so I'm going off on a rant here. So I'm gonna play this next video because they explain this all very well.
A visit to this former seminary, now a private school, brings back painful memories. Jean-René, Jean-François and Joseph all suffered sexual violence here when they were about 10.
On devait avoir un directeur de conscience. Voilà, il nous emmenait dans sa chambre, il nous confessait. Et puis après, il y avait toujours une petite discussion. Il commençait à nous caresser. Et puis, on se retrouvait sur le lit, qui était à côté.
Another victim, Jean-Marie, remembers how he felt trapped by his aggressors, including a priest.
Je cite une phrase de l'un des deux prédateurs. « Tu aurais dû m'arrêter. Ce n'est pas bien, c'est un péché. » On retrouve là l'idée d'à la fois d'un consentement et d'une culpabilité.
Thousands of others have brought their stories forward, breaking decades of silence. Their voices are the backbone of a report due to be released on Tuesday by an independent commission investigating sexual abuse inside France's Catholic Church. The Archbishop of Rennes, who cooperated in the inquiry, recounts how he felt when he heard testimony from victims in his own diocese.
C'est douloureux, d'abord à cause de la douleur des victimes et vis-à-vis des personnes abuseurs. J'ai honte.
Ahead of the report's release, the head of the commission revealed one of its key findings, that around 3,000 paedophiles have operated inside the French Catholic Church since 1950. The document, the fruit of 2.5 years of investigation, runs 2,500 pages. Some have described it as a bombshell waiting to explode.
Yeah, I mean, when we talk about mindset making the man, and we talk about what it is that these individuals use to justify their actions, there's lines in the Bible. Now, I'm not quoting this directly, and I'm not sure if these lines are still in the Bible, but the priests justify their actions based off of the fact that it says, 1 minute. It says in the Bible that thou shalt not lay with a man as one does with a woman, right? That's what started the whole church and anti-homosexual LBGT, that movement, all of that from the dawn of time up until recently. And with priests not being allowed to have wives in some cases and not allowed to have sexual intercourse in other cases, they deem this as their right now, their right to abuse young boys because they're not men and they're not women. It's bonkers, and it's down to their interpretation. And the interpretation of their God's will is mighty powerful, as you can see from the statistics of 3,000 individuals abusing children and 216,000 cases in 70 years, or 8 new cases a day. Okay, so this is from this year. A cardinal admits to abusing a teenager and shakes the Catholic Church in France again. Archbishop Emeritus Richard acknowledges having committed reprehensible acts against a minor 3 decades ago. 11 bishops of his country have ended up before the French or canonical justice. It's unreal. It just keeps going on and on and on. And this, again, isn't just an issue in France. It's an issue in France because there is no area in which this pedo chic, this normalization, and this mindset where for decades you could consent with a 13-year-old. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. France is just over the water from Scotland. And to find out that it had laws in place like that, the incest laws as well, was just, it was shocking to me. It really, really was. And yeah. Right, give me 1 second. I'm just reading some side chat here. Okay, so listen, see, Satanism, right? I genuinely believe this, that words like Satanism and black magic and all of this are thrown out there by the elites so they can laugh at you discussing about it. The devil, okay, in the grand scheme of things, is a very young pup. There is much more terrifying and more ancient creatures, beings, whatever you want to call them, that are at work here. You know? And it's all about, when we come to the really dark stuff, when we're talking about, you know, young people having their lives ended and horrible things happening to their bodies, from the magical conspiracy sense, it's all about creating a specific type of energy that a specific being wants, effectively. And then they believe that they're gifted because of their deals with these beings. We're not going to get into that, though. Hang on a second. Pagan, Norse gods, old father. Yeah, thank you. Yes, absolutely. It's mad. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my YouTube channel, but we'll maybe talk about it on Twitch one night, about the intricacies and the mislabeling of a lot of the conspiracy theories when it comes to the magical side of things, if that makes sense. Okay. Well, yeah, but the thing is, again, that's my opinion, okay? Like, that's my opinion on what are commonly referred to as conspiracy theories about elitists. And Tings, yeah, we can definitely do that. That sounds like an and Tings series. That's a great idea. Okay, so I think this is the last one. Again, this is last year. It's the same report, and this was this year, 08/11/22. Yeah, it just goes into the case more deeply, and this was a very short segment. We've only got a couple more things to cover. When I edit all this into content, there will be things you guys haven't seen. We will be jumping into other areas of this that I'm just not comfortable doing in a live stream. I'd much rather double check the facts and include them in the video that will be out next week. So do come back and watch that. But in conclusion, the mindset makes the man, okay? And a country that allows children as young as 13 to consent, allows incest, allows a company to take things so close to the edge with the Cuties movie and the literature and the politicians that have all been outed. It's a scary concept that those that are shaped by their surroundings tend to be a product of those surroundings. And when we look at an entire country and there being no place to turn, the elitists, the individuals in power, doctors and lawyers, and now the religious institutes, there's nowhere else to turn, and you are just slowly groomed over time into thinking all of this is normal as a nation, and the rest of the world have just been none the wiser. That's what I think is crazy about all of this. Okay, so now I'm going to post a link for you guys, and I'm sure this is all going to go horribly wrong. But why not? So I'm going to post this link, and basically we'll figure out how we bring people in one at a time. So typical Catholic Church. Yeah, absolutely, mate. This is not isolated in France. This is not just a French issue. This is a global issue. But we're picking on France tonight. So I don't Twitch wrong. Well, just get Twitch. Like, if you go to survivinglife.tv, you don't even have to have Twitch. You can watch it through the website. But it's gaming and shit like that, unless it's labeled as a show. Do you know what I mean? But I really want to try out this you know, having people call in style feature. Nobody will be on screen, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. There won't be, even if your camera's on, nobody will see you, just in case anybody does anything crazy. Twilight Sun Shaman, great to catch you live, Ron. Been watching you for years, never seen someone put so much. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's a lot more to come, and there's people that do much more and much better work than me. I just can't stop ranting about this fucking shit. I try, and then something fucking happens, and I'm like, oh well, time for another fucking rant. Do you know what I mean? I'm just rolling a ciggy, and then once I've rolled the ciggy, I'm going to post that link, and I can have one person on at a time, and I've never done this before. Might break everything, who knows? But I'd like to talk to you about how you feel about the topics this evening, and if this goes well, then we can expand it on other nights. You know, we can have a bit more of a fun comedy element to it all, and yeah, for sure. Because we need that too. We've got to have balance, people. It's all about balance. But we've got another half an hour because I've got something to do at 10:30, probably until about 11ish maybe. And then we'll be on Twitch. I've got Resident Evil The Village and Modern Warfare 2.0 to do some shit. Yeah, nah, listen, that we're past that stage. We're past that stage, but who knows? It is a very good tool, even with OBS. Okay, so here we go. Keep it on topic, people. Okay, so I wonder if I'm going to be able to get this to work. So we'll see. But if anyone would like to come and join me, all you need to do is click on that page. I do believe that's all you have to do. So this is how we end up. Shades of blue and gray. I feel just yeah. Like an empty bottle. My dreams are on delay. I just wanna climb on top of a hill and throw it all away. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it all to work first. That's probably the first thing. Maybe I need to have it on the page. Hang on a second. Let me put it on this page. Nah, I can't possibly do that. Nah, I must be able to set up back end first, surely. Yeah, I'm gonna trust in the software. But feel free, like I say, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. If we can get it to work. But nothing to comfort. You guys, come on, guys. James, you could come on and give us your opinion and then talk a little bit about the work you do. Oh, Pugly, that's all getting finished off next week. So, yeah. Twilight Sun, we're just finishing off the Balenciaga topic, and I've got a link that I'll post. And if you want to jump on and give us your opinions on the Balenciaga situation, you won't, you know, even if your camera's on, no one will be able to see you. We can kind of have a little chat about it all, and we'll see if this thing works. Because I genuinely have never used this. But we'll find out soon enough. Oh, there's someone there. There's somebody here. It's Kit Kat. Oh, wait. No, there we go. All right, hang on. So if I turn this up and this up, can we hear you, Kit Kat? Okay, so hang on a second, because you might be on this channel. Hang on. Say something again. Okay, so I need to just figure out where the sound's going to go for this. So just give me a second, mate. Say something now. Right, just sort of keep counting to 10 for me. And I'll see if I can get this. I wonder if we go into settings, if there'll now be an option for this. No, what about... No, that didn't work. Why is this being so annoying? Okay, hang on. Audio. Wait. Okay, say something now. Okay. This maybe? No. Can you guys hear him? Still can't hear him. Okay, that's fine. So just you're the guinea pig, mate, so you just need to stay there. Collab cam. Stream track. What the fuck does all this mean? Well, I mean, this is why we test stuff, do you know what I'm saying? Audio monitoring device is chat, right? Which is this channel here. Okay. Desktop audio device. What about that? No, okay. I wonder, hang on, I wonder if you need to be on this screen. Hang on a second. Can we hear you now?
Hello.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Check, 1 1 2 2.
Let us know if you guys can hear him. And sweet. So, how you doing, Kit Kat? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. How's yourself?
I'm all right. I'm fucking roasting, mate. It's been...
But I will tell you, Ron, I fucking still hate Edinburgh.
Mate, listen, my partner's from the West Coast, and a lot of people have share your feelings. I'm just getting an overlap.
Absolutely, mate.
Just bear with me 1 second.
Valencia carry on.
Yeah, tell us your views.
It's a proper carry on. I mean, it's right in your face. It's right in your face. They're getting away with it.
Yeah. And do you think that's, just this individual case, or do you feel that like that's across the board?
No, it's a total epidemic, mate.
Yeah.
Total epidemic, but this is what you're happening with the Punter Zone. So happy birthday, Ron.
It's not my birthday.
Happy 50th.
They're don't listen to them. Don't you listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, so you kind of feel like the whole system is being the whole thing's being rubbed in our faces, right?
No, absolutely. I mean, why would they not? They've been getting away with it for years. I mean, the Norse gods, that's who I'm all about, but the rest of them, bunch of fannies.
Well, see,
the Catholic Church, that pandemic, epidemic, all the way through it.
Yeah, no, it's riddled, mate. Absolutely fucking riddled. Well, listen, Kit Kat, anything else you want to add?
Just happy birthday, Ron, and all the best, sir.
No bother, mate. I appreciate that, and thanks for coming on, brother. Take it easy. It fucking works, guys. All right? So anybody else who wants to come on, I think I know what I'm doing. Which is quite exciting for me, because, it's the simple things that make us happy. But come and give us your insight and your views on this. We've got like 20 minutes left. I'm going to just sit and chat with you. If you want to come on and have a little bit of chat, come and do so. We'll maybe even change the topic in a few minutes. But yeah. There's a lot of ridiculous things that I found on YouTube since my last set of streams. And there's a few things that are fucking hilarious that I will be sharing with you all very shortly when you increase the facial expressions in AAA game coding. Ridiculous, but entertaining. Right. There's the link again, guys, if you want to hop on. Even if one of the mods wants to come on, give us some of your insights, that would be awesome. Next week, one of our streams is going to feature a familiar face from YouTube who was outed a few years ago for his views towards children and needs re-exposed for the new generation as he's migrated to other platforms heavily occupied by children. Yeah, guys, let's see if we can get this up to 50 likes if we can. That would be amazing. Amazing. And please do feel free to come and join me. Hop on and join me. Click the button. Come and say hello. Done. Nice. Yeah, no, I appreciate all the support. It was a very short segment tonight, I will say. But everything will be updated, and when the video comes out, give it a watch, and it'll be a little bit more coherent. Oh, hang on. Is that the back room? Okay. I don't know who this is. Let's find out. How you doing?
How's it going, man?
You might need to pause your stream that you're watching. Oh.
Yeah,
Are you there? Yeah, you can't see us. It's just in case anyone uses the link to do anything against terms of service. Yeah, your echo is pretty bad. I wonder, is there any anti-echo option here?
It's closed completely.
Yeah, it might just be the fact that you're not wearing headphones, mate. If you want to try and find headphones and come back. But yeah, the echo is pretty bad. There we go. The echo is pretty bad there. But listen, this is what we do. We've got to test these things. And like I say, anyone with a mobile phone, feel free to click the link. Come and join me. Talk about this topic of Balenciaga, the pedo chic, any of the issues that we've covered. And yeah, let's have a little chit chat. Come and join. There's no favoritism here. There's no favoritism here, don't worry. I think there's one guest and one space in the waiting room, so I think that's the way it goes. You showed the other guy's face. Well, there's an overlay now. So, yeah, again, ironing out the kinks. So you can see, like I say, the big Balenciaga symbol that's on the screen just now. That's all people can see. Really bad echo. I'm echoing. Is that what you're saying? I'm echoing. Oh, tell him, turn it. Yeah, okay, hit that guy. Okay, we're past that, Pugly. We're past that now. We're in the future. Only on a call there was an echo. Yeah, that's fine. That's well, we identified that. But thank you for pointing it out. So yeah, come and join me. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And like I say, after this, we're going to be on Twitch. If you need the link, projectrook.com. It is in the main navigation. We'll give this another couple of minutes. And then we'll move on, have a little chat. And I'll see you guys on there. Because it's Friday. And we've had enough horrible shit injected into our skulls this week. So, bit of chit chat and then kill some pixels for sure. And I hate to talk about it, but it is that time of year. Getting organized for Christmas. I've got to get a tree. It's crazy. Hang on. If you want to have... I'll post a link and put it. But yeah, it's been a super, super long day. My brain is absolutely frazzled. So I do apologize that It's a shorter one this evening, and we're kind of messing around a little bit towards the end here. Maybe it's the Baileys, who knows? But it's certainly good to see you. So many familiar faces back. All the support. It's been awesome. Honestly cannot wait for next week to see what we get rolling out. We've got a couple of exposes planned. And yeah, invite link to work. It says stream not found. Okay, hang on. Yeah, try that. That's a new link. Oh yeah, you guys are a super cool crowd. That's the thing. You know, that's what makes it, is the fact that you guys are also goddamn awesome. Do you know how many fucking calories are in Baileys? If you like Baileys, don't Google it. It's a sad situation. It really, really is. And it turns out calories aren't like when a tree falls in the woods. If there's no one there to hear it or see you eat it, it turns out the calories still exist. This Friday, a week today, next Friday, sorry, I'm going to be going to, oh, we do have a guest here. How are you doing? One moment.
Okay, thank you.
How are you? We can hear you now. Sorry, that was my fault. How are you? What's your name?
Not bad, thanks.
What's your name and where are you from?
I'm from the north. It doesn't matter. I'll not give out too much information.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and what's your name, or what can we call you?
Marie.
Marie. Okay. So tell us your views on this, the whole Balenciaga situation.
It's just ridiculous. Everyone's acting all shocked and stuff, but the problem is, it's been out for years and years and years. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But do you not think there's a percentage of people that it takes for something to be this mainstream for them to pay attention to it? Oh, have you disappeared? Yes, you've disappeared. I didn't kick you off, okay? I didn't kick you off. Feel free to come back though. But yeah, Jodes, what's happening, Jodes? We're going to Twitch after this. I've got something that I need to do at 10:30, and then once I'm done, we'll be heading over to Twitch. But I'll have the side chat up if you guys want to hang out there until I'm there. And of course, Discord. We are sorting out a Discord. I spoke with the admins today, and hopefully over the next few days, that'll be rolling out some links for y'all. I don't even think I'm on it yet, so I need to get myself on it too. But yeah, we're back. Yeah, I've got Modern Warfare 2. It's pretty good, I have to say. It is pretty good. And again, before we finish up, if anybody else wants to come and join me, feel free to do so. What are we doing on Tuesday? What's on Tuesday? Is there... Oh, birthday! Oh, Blazy's birthday. Yeah, we'll need to do something. We might have a big Twitch party. I think that's probably what we'll do. We missed you too, Jodes. I keep thinking a microphone stand that's on the floor next to me is a bottle of Baileys, and I keep reaching down to pick it up to fill my Baileys up, and it's as disappointing the 10th time as it was the first time. That is a sad situation. The struggle bus. Blaze will be 40. That's harsh. That is harsh. Okay, I'm going to put this link one more time. Give it a few more minutes. Anyone who wants to come and join me, come and join me. And we'll round this up. I'm wanting to kill pixels. I'm getting antsy. It's pixel killing time. But honestly, thanks for the support this week. Thanks for everybody showing up and just being here. My brain is mulch. I'm absolutely exhausted. That link didn't work. Oh well, fuck you, link. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll just give up on that particular part of this evening. And we'll wind down. Yeah, there was no one's face was on the stream apart from Kit Kat, sadly, because I didn't have the screen up, but the screen's up now, so don't worry. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. But at least we got it kind of worked, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, no, don't worry about. Ron cut my face out. Yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll make it private and then I'll go in and strip it out, mate. No problems. Do not worry. All right, so come over to Twitch. I've got something to do for the next 40 minutes or so, and then we'll be over there. I'm going to head over and go into the side chat on Twitch just now so that anyone who's there and waiting will at least know what's happening. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry I'm so fucking exhausted. And I'll see you on Twitch. And if you don't join me on Twitch, I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Oh shit, hang on a second. I'm still here. Still here. Oh, why do you make this so difficult every fucking time? There we go. Right, fucking hell. I did it. Right, guys, I love you all. I will see you all on Twitch, or I will catch you all next week. Love you. Thank you once again. And yeah, let's go.